I would assume that the last video in Philadelphia deserves the double metal horns. Doink. Hello. Welcome to the last video I'm filming in Philadelphia. Kind of. I'm gonna film a moving video, sort of, from Philadelphia to Chicago, just so I have something to edit when I get to Chicago, because otherwise I'm gonna be pretty bored. So thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'm gonna answer, I think, like 15 to 17 questions that y'all submitted on the last video. So thanks for doing that, I appreciate it. Let's open some stuff first. That's right, this is haul series number 67, the final Philadelphia haul. Two things from Nike. These first things I actually doubled up on because I don't know why. I just wanted to, so I did. Because I'm a big boy, I can do what I want. So these are actually, I think, sold out in these sizes. Cool, so this is to coincide with the Weed Pots release from last weekend of the Nike Dunk High Dog Walker, Walk the Dog, whatever you call it. But this is the t-shirt that goes around along with it. Look at this, it's got a little pocket with pups, whoops. It's a dry fit tee, it's black. As you can see, it's got the pocket with dogs hanging out in it, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But the embroidery on the pocket is actually like, yeah, it's embroidered. It's actually really cool. So the quality is actually really good on this. I got a large and an extra large because who knows, I might get to Chicago and eat a bunch of pizza and get fat. But yeah, I wanted to get two, but that is just really, really cool design on here. I love dogs and I love Nike SB, so duh. So I got those from Nike, and then I also got this from Nike. This is actually something I picked up for a friend because I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted it for myself. I actually ended up getting one for myself. But as you can tell from the box, good old Nike SB with the ring on it. It's weird. Whoa, don't look at it, but it is a size 11.5. It's for my friend the Gooser. This is what I talked about earlier. This is the Weed Pots 420 release Nike SB thing. They walk the dog. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So the lace bag is actually a poop bag, which is kind of a cool little thing. And then there's a little dog tag on the back that says Sparky. Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised by this pair, I'm not gonna lie. These are just the kind of goofy dunks that I just somewhat like because I just think they're fun. They're more fun than other ones. These are for the Gooser, my friend. They're coming to you eventually. There you go, size 11.5 from Nike. Next up, we actually get from someone I've gotten so many things from before. You can see the kick bricks up here, that's from them too. This is from a Canadian shop called NETMAGNETISM. You can follow them on Instagram at NETMAGNETISM. Visit them at NETMAGNETISM.com. His whole thing is raffles. Does a heck of a job. That's how I got my What the Dunks. That's how I got a whole bunch of the pairs that I just love and wear pretty frequently. Some of the consolation prizes for his raffles are what he calls just random boxes, which are like either a New Balance, Adidas, Nike. The nice thing about the spots is they're only $11 each. So I bought a spot for this one raffle. I got a DS random box, which is cool. And it's usually like a general release Air Max or like, I don't know, just something that's worth more than $11 these obviously, but it's not really usually worth more than like $100. So this is a random box. I don't know what it is. So this is actually a size 12 Zoom Kobe 5. What? Okay, that's pretty awesome. He hooked it up. Zoom Kobe 5 in size 12. You serious? This is the Lakers Zoom Kobe 5. Are you serious right now? And this is dead stock too. Tong, my dude. And a different sticker. Look at that. It's probably not gonna pick it up. Holy, yeah, okay, these are definitely worth more than $11 and definitely worth more than a general release. This is actually a really slick pair. Wow, I did not expect this. A Zoom Kobe 5 in a random box. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I've been seeing other people that get random boxes from NetMag, get like the Jordan 1 Defiant Couture and like pairs that are just not really what you would expect to get for $11, but hey, awesome. Definitely check out NETMAGNETISM at NETMAGNETISM on Instagram and NETMAGNETISM.com. Dude, Tong, thank you. Really awesome. And finally, the last pickup of the week and the last pickup in the state of Pennsylvania. This comes to us from really good dude, fellow Beater Box member, someone you should definitely check out. His name is Moose. His channel is in the video description as well as his shop, which is called moosetrackshop.com. That's where I got these from. He had a really good price on something that I already opened in this video. As you can tell, another Nike SB in the same kind of box. It is, again, a size 11.5 Dunk High. It's another pair of the Walk the Dog Dog Walker SBs in the same size. I did this in the last video and I don't really know what I'm doing, so let's take a closer look. As you saw before, the mudguard is covered with this very nappy green suede, black faux fur on the vamp, white laces, this Dalmatian print on the side paneling, green suede on the eyelets, as well as the ankle strap with a red canvas swoosh coming on back to the anklet, which is this brown faux fur. Nike SB branding on the tongue in the red that matches the swoosh. Tan faux fur on the tongue with a red lace strap to, again, match with the swoosh. And the red stitching on the white midsole with the clear-ish translucent outsole with some fake poop stain on it. Really, really good looking shoe. The concept is hilarious to me, and I just think this is a really, really cool shoe. Definitely check out Moose. He does videos. He's got his own shop. Really, really well curated Instagram page at Moose Track Shop. Thank you, Moose. Big fan of this. I ordered these on Thursday, and they're here, and it's Saturday already. That's pretty crazy. So that's everything I got. That is the last amount of things I got while I'm living in Philadelphia. And now, as I promised, let's answer some questions. So I'm gonna answer as many as I can. I printed out all my questions right here. So let's do this. Question 1 comes to us from Ryan, friend in the UK. Ryan asks, you get to keep one pair of SB Dunks and one pair only. What would they be and why? That's like super easy. It would be these fellas right here. This is the 2007 Nike What the Dunk. It's 31 pairs in one shoe. So it's like having 31 pairs of shoes, I guess. He had a two-parter. If you did a collaboration with Nike, what shoe would you design and how would you design it? If I could design a sneaker, it would definitely be a Dunk Low Pro SB. Colors would be color blocked traditionally. The swooshes would be 3M and gray, or there would be some reef blue, there would be more gray, black, white vamp, white midsole, black outsole. It would probably look like a low top version of the Dunk High SB Send Help. Daniel asked a two-parter as well. His first question was, what is your favorite brand not for sneakers? That's easy, Huff. I love everything that Keith Huffnagel has done, especially when it comes to collaborations. Plus Huff is just really, really good quality clothing. He also asked, how many pairs are in your collection? I think the last time I checked I was at 33, but I'm gonna try and get to around 20 because who really needs more than 20 pairs of sneakers? Pal of the channel, Robert, Bobby S. asked a two-parter as well. How do you get started reselling shoes? When was that and what was the first pair you sold? I think I got started around 2012 because there was a consignment shop across from the coffee shop I was working at. And they had a pair of the Dr. Feelgood SB Dunk High. I got it, it was in a 10.5. It didn't fit me, so I'm like, okay, I'll just put them up on eBay. I ended up selling them for like 40 bucks over what I paid, and then just a light went off in my head and went ding. And I'm like, I think you can do this with more than one pair of shoes. Then I found out about Soul Supremacy through their eBay auctions, and that's how I found out about beater boxes. Way back in the day, you could actually order beater boxes by size, and you didn't need a membership to do it. And then I started getting into those around like 2015, I think. And then I became a beater box member in 2016. So yeah, basically Soul Supremacy is how I continue doing the reselling thing. He also asked, do you and Seth plan on doing the long distance thing? I mean, honestly, Seth, the ball's in your court. You knew what this was. Another pal of the channel, Mr. NYC Got Soul, Mr. Michael, he asked, name one pair that you sold for some reason that you absolutely regret selling because you knew you'd never own again. This question made me super sad to think about because I know it right away. It's the Nike Dunk High Huff. I had a pair, they were size 12. They did not fit me anymore. And I know it's impossible to find a size 11 in wearable condition because they're such an old shoe, but at least with the What the Dunks, there's the side paneling from the Huff. So that's okay, but man, it would be awesome to find a size 11 Huff Dunk High. Brian asked, what were your first dunks? My first dunks ever were purchased at Ohio Surf and Skate in Mentor, Ohio, or Eastlake, I don't remember. It was this, the Nike Dunk High Daniel Shimizu. I just saw the colorway in the store and I'm like, wow, I really like that, so I got him. This is actually my 4th pair of this actual shoe. He also asked, when is the next giveaway? Very good question. The next giveaway will be within the first couple weeks of me being in Chicago because I need to get settled first, but someone's gonna be getting a pair of dunks, I'll tell you that. OMFG Zors asked, do you have a favorite Blazer SB? Yes, I do. I don't own any Blazers anymore, but my favorite Blazer SB is and always will be the Lordless Warrior SB because it's just a cool colorway. It's got a little bit of red. It's just a really, really neat looking shoe. Blazers in general just aren't really that comfortable for me. They're too thin. It's like a Chuck Taylor with a little bit of padding. It's just not my style. He also asked, what is the grossest thing you ever found in an old shoe? I think the grossest thing I ever found in an old shoe was maybe like a used vape pen. Luckily enough, I haven't found that many gross things in shoes. Lastly, he asked, are you in a band? What kind of music do you play? I used to play in bands in my 20s. I used to be in a band called The Colder Year. I used to play guitar for a band called American Rockstar. More recently, I had a solo project thing called Skin Charlie Alive. Link to the SoundCloud in the video description. It's just a bunch of metalcore stuff. It was just a solo project. I had fun doing it. I still mess around playing guitar and stuff like that, but not in bands or anything like that. Mr. Long_Toad asked, were you into hardcore metalcore? I just remember when you used to do the breakdown portion of the Beaterbox videos that there was an actual breakdown playing in the background. Yes, I mainly like heavy music. Some of my favorite bands are the Deftones, Willhaven, Turmoil, Nails, Every Time I Die, Century, Engineer, The Minor Times, Dillinger Escape Plan, Mouth Breather, just a lot of like heavier, screamy stuff. I do like a lot of like ambient instrumental type bands like Boards of Canada, IPA, Helios, Hammock, The American Dollar, just really relaxing, chill stuff. But the song in the breakdown video was actually by a band called Terror, and I think the song was Stick Tight. Yeah, it was Stick Tight by Terror. Raphael asked, were you into skateboarding? Yes, I was into skateboarding in the mid-2000s when I was much lighter and my knees worked a lot better. I was never any good. I've never had good balance my entire life. And then in 2006 when I got hit by a van, it ruined my balance for good. So I tried to skateboard a couple months ago and just ended up in blood. So he also asked, thoughts on Jordan Lows? I don't hate him. Don't really like him either, though. Finally, he asked, and is it true Seth Fowler smells like freshly baked cinnamon rolls? I think a more accurate description would be like snickerdoodles. Solid pal of the channel, Shane, asked, we all like to talk about and share all the big W's we take and so forth. Not that there's anything wrong with it at all. It's human nature. But we don't tend to share the struggles/losses because as humans, we don't like to lose. I love losing! Go Browns! What would you say your biggest struggle and or loss has been since you started? I think my biggest struggle is something a lot of people deal with. It's holding out for more money on big money shoes when there's just no chance of getting it. A lot of people, including myself, have a hard time just kind of sucking it up and taking the L or even breaking even on something, but it's just something you have to do, otherwise you're just gonna be holding stuff way too long. It happens. The market is volatile, you can't control it. All you can do is control what you do, and if that's what you have to do to get stuff moving, it's what happens sometimes. One of the biggest things I struggled with actually has to do with the YouTube channel. It took me a really long time to realize that video production really matters. My videos used to suck. Most of them kind of do suck still, but thank you to Daryl because I'm actually learning how to improve the video quality of all my videos. So that was something that really took me a long time to get used to and kind of accept. But that's the crotchety old man in me doing that. Andrew asked, why are you not a fan of StockX and why do you love GOAT? I basically dislike StockX for a really stupid, childish reason. Co-founder is Dan Gilbert, who also owns the Cavaliers. And how you let a generational basketball player like LeBron James leave your franchise twice is beyond me. And as a Cavs fan, it just irks me so much. I can't wait for that dude to sell that team because he's just terrible. I've also just personally had poor interactions with StockX in terms of customer service, and you know, I know a lot of people will say the same for GOAT. That's just how it is. The GOAT customer service team that I've interacted with have always been really good, really responsive, and I know that's not how everyone's experience is. I just love GOAT. I sell on there a lot more, mainly because I sell worn stuff so much, but I've just had better experiences with GOAT, and that's my personal experience. I know that's not across the board, so just is what it is. As far as places I buy personals from, I don't really buy many personals from places. I usually buy them from friends that get them. On occasion, I'll buy collections from people to resell, but not very often. But yeah, most of the time, stuff I get is from friends or Soul Supremacy or Soul Steals, honestly. David T asked, what are your top 3 or so favorite gimmicky SB dunks? Stuff like Walk the Dogs, Chicken and Waffles, stuff that's really out there. This is tough for me because out there designs to me aren't really out there. That's just kind of what I like. I like weird stuff. But if I were to pick 3, probably the Concepts Ugly Christmas Sweater Highs, the 2013 ones, not the 2017 ones. I kind of like the Metacon Baby Bear Dunk Low. It's got that really weird material, and it's really puffy looking, but of the 3, I prefer the Dunk Low just because I like that blue. And probably the last one, probably the Reese Forbes Hunters. It's like this orangish with like this like camouflage looking thing. It's something I would never ever really wear, but I just think they're really cool looking. Good friend Phil, aka Up for Riggin, asked, question, what is your long-term goal? Will you continue with sneakers until 65? And secondly, what other interests do you have? Good gravy, Phil. This is a heavy question. I think my long-term goal with the shoe thing is to kind of make it its own like self-sustaining entity, to make it a side thing. I'd really like to get into acting or like sketch comedy, sketch writing stuff, just because it's something I really enjoy doing and have always had interest in. I just would love to get into entertainment in general. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone 5 years from now, so that's a really tough question to answer. What other interests do I have? I play video games every once in a while. I like first-person shooters and adventure-type games. What else? What other interests do I have? Film is a fun thing to pay attention to. Listen to a lot of podcasts. Music is a big thing. Yeah, I don't really have many interests, to be honest with you. Good old Chatham's asked a question, and here it is. Just one question, buddy. Prediction on the Browns' record this season. Realistically, barring any kind of injury, I think the Browns can get like 9-7 or 10-6. If they get above that, they'll be overachieving because they have an easy schedule. But now that the Browns are like supposed to be good, like I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm so used to them being so bad. It's gonna just be a weird transition. Luis asked, when is the SB Mitch merch coming? It is coming. It's gonna be before the end of the year. It's gonna be designed this summer, and then I'm gonna decide what kind of merch to get made. So yes, we will have merch soon. Good friend, fellow Beaterbox member, and fellow YouTube and dude Sailboat asks, why you so cool and how do I get so cool? That's easy, by using Reshoevnator. But really, can you pick a top personal sneaker of the year for the last 5 years? Just off the top, whatever comes to mind first, regardless of if you own them or not. 2019 so far, Susan's. 2018, Black Cement 3s. 2017, Atmos Air Max 1 Elephants for sure. 2016, probably the Black Toe 1s, maybe? 2015, oh duh, Shattered Backboard 1.0. Team Early Captain, Jamie asked, how long have you lived in Philadelphia? Not even a year yet. We're moving to Chicago very soon, but I love Philadelphia. What a great city. Great people here. I'm gonna miss it dearly, but we're moving to Chicago, and I love Chicago too. And lastly, friend of the channel, Luke asked, favorite personal. Ugh. It's super hard for me to separate favorite personals based on like colorway or sentimental value, cause, man, that's tough. If I were to pick one based on colorway, it would definitely be these sons of guns right here. The Atmos Elephant Print Air Max 1, based on colorway and just design. Love the silhouette, love the color. If I was going based on sentimental value, probably not a very popular shoe. The Dunk Mid SB called Goofy Boy, because it was the very first pair of sneakers I bought after my father passed away. So those hold a pretty near and dear spot to my heart. So yeah, good question. And that's actually all the questions. So anyone whose question I didn't get to, I will definitely go into the video and answer your question there. But I just didn't want to answer questions for 25 minutes because I got to pack. So thank you all so much for the support over the past year. We got more stuff for you, more things coming. Giveaway is going to be coming. More beater boxes are going to be back. Philadelphia, it's been real. See you soon. Chicago, I will see you even sooner. And you, viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Next time you see me, I will be in Chicago. Until then, take care of each other and remember to treat people the way that you want to be treated. Take care, everybody. I will see you soon from the city of Chicago, Illinois. Bratwurst!